Um, Target brought out some LGBTQ plus community support clothing and then pulled it right away because there was a massive backlash from customers who actually went in and confronted workers and tipped over displays. They're getting
Uh,
threats. Yeah, they're getting threats to the employees. They're a lot of people have a real like they're nervous about even going back to work with that stuff on the shelves. Given the volatile circumstances, they're making adjustments and removing some items and whatnot. Um, let's see here. The stuff has been on sale since May, but only coming up to June did anybody seem to care. Um, ah, it's that's a real tough situation because you don't want to bow to this kind of nasty pressure in any way, but at the same time you can't have 18-year-old Sally having some big hairy redneck coming in and screaming at her, right?
Yeah.
no, absolutely.
Right,
I'm
that's a
trying.
really tough thing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to disseminate all that information into my head and try to come up with a coherent point.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure I was going to be able to, right? Because,
Yeah.
you shouldn't be giving into that. But at the same time, you can't have like, vulnerable employees being bullied around by some of these angry, hate filled people.
It
I mean,
seems to me. Oh, sorry.
there's a
Go
big
on, Nicky, go on.
there's a big difference between being upset with something and rioting. This whole my freedoms outweigh your rights shit in this country just gone way overboard. And this is a perfect example.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And there's this unbelievable selfishness now where people that are, uh, against the whole LGBTQ community and you see it as not right or whatever the opinion is, why are they now vehemently and sometimes violently stuffing it down everyone else's throat? Well, just shut up and don't like it then, you know?
It's well, it seems to me like there was a point when you had people would do gay pride marches, and and it was just to celebrate, and it was also originally, if I remember rightly, in a in a kind of a protest against a protest which went violently wrong. I can't remember, San Francisco riot or something based on it. But anyway, so you have the people, we're gay, we're going to do our little thing, we're going to march down this road, we're proud of being gay, and
Mhm.
so that was fine. And then what seems to be happening in modern culture is that it gets talked about so much. I mean, let's talk about the statistics. I think it's supposed to be like 10% people are probably gay or LGBTQ or whatever. It gets talked about so much that the people that can't accept it are starting to get really antsy about it, and it's almost like it's almost like because it's being talked about so much that the people that can't accept it are fighting back, and there's this weird dichotomy that's going on. I don't know what it is.
Mm.
I can't I don't have any answers to it, but there certainly seems to be like this pushback and fight back, and especially in America where it's obviously very very biblical. I mean, think about the back of the days when you were talking about having gay marriages. God, my God, the America just turned against that. It went through, but there
Yeah.
was still lots of hatred towards the gay community, and it seems to be like we're having this sort of. It's almost like the race riots all over again.
Yeah, yeah.
There's something going on, and yeah, I don't know. I'm just rambling to try to come up with an answer, and I don't think I've done that. I think I've just rambled instead. So
Somebody in the
I'll shut
chat
up.
mentioned about somebody during the mask mandate getting shot just for enforcing wearing a mask. Like, I will say that the whole freedom rallying over restrictions in COVID seems to have gotten people to a point where they're not willing to stop anymore. Now they're just going to find their next cause and their next cause and their next cause. That's not good.
Yeah.
You know, angry and uneducated is never a good thing, you know.
I mean, I did see this fascinating thing with these anti-LGBTQ plus people, these two guys, and they were going around stores, a bit like, you know, saying like in Target. They were going around stores, you know, like pointing out all the gay stuff. You know, oh, you support the gay community. I mean, we should support everybody, you know, for fuck's sake. You know, it's not a case about supporting. We accept everybody. You know, you don't have to support somebody. You just accept them. That's how we are. But they went into a Crayola store. You know, the people that make crayons with all the colors. And it's like, oh, they're having a go at the Crayola store for having all these rainbow of colors. It's what they fucking do. It's what they do. That's crayons. It's got nothing to do with the LGBTQ community. It's just coloring.
Yeah.
What do you want? You want all grey ones or what? That didn't make any sense whatsoever. And that's the kind of like the level we've got to. Is just people will see a colourful flag immediately. Oh, it's gay. I hate it. I'm going to go against it.
Yeah.
But then also at the same time,
it's ugly.
You do have people in the gay community trying to almost like invoke kind of rage from people as well. So that doesn't help. So I don't know. I'm sure.
Yeah. The egging people on for the gay community egging people on just to try and get a reaction, that's been going on for years. They really haven't changed anything. It's just now people are just getting just absolutely just batshit crazy upset.
Yeah. When back a bunch of years ago, when there used to be a gay pride parade and you would get, people that definitely didn't like the gay community, they didn't come out and get all aggro and stuff in the crowd and make a big scene. They would just sit at home and go, and whatnot. And now it's like, it's almost like they're forming militias. It's just out of control.
Yeah, it's definitely sort of like, smells of that kind of MAGA kind of mentality of United States. Marjorie Taylor Greene and her little crowd. You know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not right. It's not good.
Yeah, very much. Speaking of right.
But having said that, I certainly don't want to force down my throat. That's all I was saying.
Yeah, no, nothing should be forced anywhere. I think that's the whole point. Everybody should just be, relax and just let them be. I mean, what's the big fucking deal?